Welcome back to LocalM Tuts. I'm Nilay Parikh. This is lesson 6 of 16. In this lesson, we will be wrapping up agents as a A2A server. In the last lesson, we built our first A2A agent, a QA agent powered by GitHub v4. And if you're watching this as a standalone video, please find the complete course playlist in below description and follow along with the URL for our course homepage. It's also available in the description below. Here is what you find, all the code for the lesson. The examples and the link for the GitHub repository is in our description, as well as the interactive lesson and the link also available in our description. Clone the repo, open the lesson folder, and just simply follow along. 3 pieces: an agent card JSON at the well-known path, AgentExecutor that bridged our agent to the A2A protocol, and a Starlette server that just speaks JSON-RPC and serves the SSE streams. The key concept is the central abstraction. Every framework in this course implements it differently, but the interface is always remains same. Receive a request context, produce an event on a queue. Let's see this in action. We will start the A2A server, and then we will use curl to hit the well-known endpoint and verify the agent card after that. We will send the JSON-RPC request and watch the agent respond. Follow along, pause the video if you need to catch up. Hello, welcome to the practical session. We have also created a simple notebook for interactive session. And if you haven't got access to VS Code, and if you're on the phone or anywhere else, you can certainly use our website, which has an interactive notebook available with a lot of other information and readable material. It will help you to build a good learning experience with some decent question and answers that will help you if you're preparing for your interviews. But let's see this live in our notebook session. So let us restart the kernel so everything is good enough. And in the lesson 6, wrapping up agent as A2A server, all we are going to do is we're going to implement AgentExecutor and wrap up the component that we built on a 5th lesson, which was an agent. It will handle the multi-turn conversations, return the artifacts, support the task cancellation. It will provide a reach agent card, emit the streaming event, and wire up the default request handler and the Starlette application for server exposure. It will cover most of the A2A protocol features. So this is quite interesting from a learning perspective. It's a simple implementation of a single agent, but it covers most of the concept that you would like to learn through the A2A implementation. The first couple of cells will install all the dependencies if you need, and then configuration to the models. So let's quickly run them. We already got those dependencies sorted, so it should be okay. There you go. We just finished it. We got it there. Now defining the agent class, which I think we already got there in a previous configuration. So all we need to do is let's quickly come back to so it got same classes, multi agents and everything that we did in the previous implementation. So let's run the third, and that's it. Implementation of enhanced AgentExecutor. I would strongly recommend reading this sequence flow. It will help you to understand what exactly this particular example is doing in detail. I will leave it to you for a detailed reading on your available time, but let's now start implementing the AgentExecutor. AgentExecutor is a wrapper on top of agent, and it is using the A2A component, A2A classes and methods to implement the interface into our agent. So let's run it. So as you can see, it is using artifacts, data part, message, events. and request context. So it's well documented, so it should be okay for anyone to read and understand. But if it is not, please feel free to drop comments and I'll try my best to come back. Now we are defining the reach agent card. The reach agent card is nothing but just a metadata, and important is the important aspect of this agent card is, remember, this agent card will be exposed to agents, and agent will be assessing whether they would like to use the skills or capability available based on this agent card. So it's better to always give a good attention that what kind of a density and what kind of a sparsity we want to provide in content. So when LLMs are deciding which agent we need to wire up, which agent we need to connect to, it helps them. Because the idea of agentic AI is not to hardcode and chain the path, but to actually let agent discover the capability across the agentic AI and make it organically discoverable. That's the ultimate idea, and that is a very powerful concept to implement. So always make sure that you spend good time with this agent card, because that is going to be a very basic building block in terms of how your ecosystem or how your overall architecture of agentic AI is coming up. Now let's wiring up the server. It's pretty straightforward. We just put the AgentExecutor inside and provide the memory task too. They're not going to go in detail, especially the memory. That is very much an agent concept, but in some other tutorial I will make in future, when I will cover agent in detail, I will discuss the agentic memory in depth, in length. It's a very important concept, and one of the area where I see very likelihood of missing the nuances. So yeah, let's always mark this area, and if you know already, you can always brush up your knowledge, but please feel free to subscribe, and when we got that course up and running, you will get a notification. Running the server, so we got all things up and running. Now we're just gonna run the server. It's up and running now. The server is this thing on 10001 port, and what we will do is we will so these are already something I have already called, and this is what the outcome gonna look like. But feel free, it will cover practically every important aspect of it with protocol, other than security and other aspect which I said we're gonna touch base them just for awareness in this particular tutorial set of tutorial. But in the advanced tutorial, we will deep dive into many other enterprise related aspects as well, but that tutorial will come in future as well. So again, please make sure you subscribe so you get it notification. And in the next particular lesson, we will use this server to connect with our A2A client, and we'll see how it works. Your QA agent is now live. A2A server. Any A2A client from any framework can discover it at the well-known URL and send a task. Next, we will build the client. Thanks for watching this lesson on the LocalM Tuts. In your next lesson, we will build the client side, discovering agent, sending task, handling both blocking and streaming responses, and you will find next video in the A2A protocol course playlist. The link is the description, and see you there in the next.